Oh, nice. This is a banger. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hi, Rosie. Congrats on first. Good job, friend. Welcome. And hi, Iris. Thank you for the lurk. Hell yeah. Today we're playing a spooky game. Woohoo! I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream today. Bottom text. But I'll give it a try. Extra wiggly today? Yeah. You can see all my wiggles for the horror game. You'll be able to see me get scared. I'm gonna be so scared. Panic. I've had this game for a while. Um, I've played through some of it on my Switch, but I've never beaten it. So I'm gonna try and beat it on stream, I guess. So I guess this is gonna go up on YouTube. So hi YouTube. Hi YouTube. Sorry I don't edit my videos. I hate video editing. Hi YouTube. I'll hang out until you start playing. Good luck. Thank you, Iris. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the lurk as well. But no worries. Take care of yourselves. There is a trigger warning for this game. I might pin that actually before we start playing, but you can check out that link for a list of all the potentially triggering content. There are spoilers in there though, so just be careful. But if you decide that this game isn't for you, totally okay. Not for everyone. Gotta take care of yourself. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great day. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Fuck Christopher Columbus. Yeah, I don't know if any of my Canadian friends will be watching today. And that's okay. But yeah, I don't know. My plans for today changed. I've already celebrated Thanksgiving and eaten some yummy food with my wife. But yeah, so I have some free time today. Fuck Thanksgiving, give love to your local Aboriginal folks. True. Very true. What else do I have to say? Not a whole lot. I don't think. I mean, commissions are open. I can't spell commissions. If you're interested, check out my Ko-fi or my VGen and use that code for 25% off. I need to take on some work to pay my bills. Look at me. I need to pay my bills. What else? I think that's it, really. The sad bat. I know, I look so sad. Wah. I love this model. It's so good. I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. I think I'll wait out this song. There's like a minute left, and then I think we'll get started on the game. Ears look so patable. I know, they're so wiggly. I don't know why the pat doesn't work. I mean, like, I can make it work, but I can't make you guys make it work, you know? Like, I can do this. But if I try and let you guys do that, nope, not allowed. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, apparently my mic is gonna be delivered today, which I am doubting heavily. So new mic, yeah, I know, I'm so excited! Yeah, so if that comes during stream, I might end stream so that I can play with my new mic. But we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, let's let's switch scenes and get into this game. This one. Perfect. Pause the tunes. Okay. Music jump scare. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right. I'll have to adjust audio on the fly, but no worries, Iris. You take care. Thank you for the luck. I will need it. Also, I know you can see my mouse. It'll be gone soon enough. Yeah, also if my model lags, please let me know. It was fine when I was testing it, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's do a new game. I'll write over this save slot because I only played like 10 minutes of this, just to test the game. So I'm fine with overwriting that save slot. Oh yeah, I should, hold on. When I have a minute to save or to pause, I'm gonna pin that trigger warning message. You. Spooky. Oh god, loud. A child. Can I move? Okay. Hold on one sec. We're gonna pin this. No worries, Rosie. You take care. Thanks for the lurk. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to it. Oh, you can still see my mouse? Okay, it's gone. Gone. Alright. Sorry, I know the controls already. I know the controls, I learned them last night. A little pat of the little feet. Saved. What's up here? Guess we can't go through that. Oh. Controls are quite hard. That was loud. Oh god, it's so dark. At the start of this game, it was like, adjust the brightness until the eye is barely visible. And I'm like, bet. Fully visible. Oops. Fully visible. I can't see shit. Oh. Go up the stairs. Whee! Okay. I'm scared. Can I open this door? Nope. Can't see. Hello. It's a doll. Mine now. You're my friend now. We're having a boba later. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay. There's a room coming up. Trigger warning for suicide. Just so you know. I don't think it's this room, but it will be soon. Just a heads up. Alright. I'm gonna set her in the pot. No. In the pot. Oh, fuck. I can't even lift it. Yeah, there's an achievement. I got an achievement yesterday when I was testing this for jumping on the bed. Hey, the game just saved. I think it's this room. Trigger warning. Suicide. You've been warned. Oh, hey, look. Toilet paper. Just gonna... Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. I don't like the eye on that door. A carved wooden eye. Scary. Oh, hey, my toilet paper. It followed me. Okay, I think this is about as far as I made it last night. A toilet. Oh no. I don't like this. I really don't. What? My toilet paper! No, don't grab the fridge. Can I open it? Oh god, I don't have to hide in here, do I? Oh, I have to go up. I see. Yeah, I haven't played this in a while. I don't remember. Oh god. Nope. I don't remember this game very well. Oh boy, a valve. I can't see. I don't like how dark it is. The slime. Oh, there's a lantern. What? What just happened? Oh, it's clipping through me. That's great. I love that. Come on. Yippee! Ooh. Ew, I see the slime. Run and jump! Oh, I jumped too early! Oh no. Oh, good thing we just saved. Alright, let's haul ass. Ew. Alright, that's already lit. There we go. Hey, let's go. Parkour. Huh. Can I go through this? Hmm. Can I climb it? Oh. Yeet. Oh god. God, it's so dark. Oh! A gerblin. Ah! Jump scare. Oh no, I'm in the sludge. Oh god. Did I fucking die? Oh no. Oh, I should start a death count. I should have one on screen next time. Oh god. Ugh. No. Ew. I don't like the leeches. Ugh. Oh god. No. No! Oh, fuck. I suck at this. Oh, we made it. No, 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 don't go that way. Oh, can I light this? Oh, yes. We saving. Let's go. Good God, this game is stressful. God, it's so dark. Oh, I don't like these fucking guys. And I don't like these noises either. I'll be real with you. Oh my God, it's dark. Actually, fuck this. Oh, it's just getting darker. This is unpleasant. Okay. Oh, the sun. I remember this fucking puzzle. It's a time. No. Oh. Oh my God, this game is stressful. Okay. Oh. What's this? Oh. Hello. Damn gerblins. What's up here? I don't know. I can't fucking see anything. Is there fall damage in this game? I hate the noises. Oh, not this fucking guy. Go. Go up. Child. Go. There we go. Man. What? What's going on here? No! Oh, cool. There is fall damage. Why did she do that? Girl. I'm wondering if this would be easier to control on a controller. Is there controller support for this game? Where does it want me to go? I can't go in here? Oh, there we go. Oh god. Oh, another door with an eye on it. That's fucking nice. I don't like how quiet it just got. Ah, the bathroom. With 4 shitters. Squad shitting starts now. Sorry, everyone. Okay, well, that's electric. Yeah, we got a tandem shitter up here. Don't go in the shitter. How do I turn this off? Oh. That's useful. Not gonna make me motion sick at all. Can I close this door so I can see behind it? Oh, that's helpful. Oh my god, that's so loud. Definitely won't attract any attention. Great, now it's dark. Oh shit, this is on the timer again. I don't like this. Really don't like this. Oh my god, what are those? Footsteps. I just need to take a second to breathe. I didn't process how scary this would be. I forgot how scary this game is. Hello, doors. I remember this room too. Uh-oh! Oh shit, I'm being incinerated. Fucking obliterated. Okay, let's try that again. I remember dying a lot of times in this room. Oh, get behind it. Oh god. This is so fucking stressful. Oh. Oh my god, there's dude up there. Go up. Ugh. I don't. Is there anything this way? I don't. What's over here? I'm scared I'm gonna get killed. Ooh, add in 1 minute, y'all. Oh god, what's this? Oh. Oh god, sludge. Hate that. I hate that a lot. Alright, well. Oh god, every time I go into a new room, it's like... Arnar. Oh no. Go up, go up. Where do I go? How do I get over there? Okay. I just have bad depth perception. Good heavens. This game is not good for my heart. Hi, Candy Husband. Welcome on in. I am a little bit stressed out right now, but I hope you're having a good day. Oh, have a good ad break, y'all. Rats. Is there a lantern over here or something that I can light? Hmm. Oh. Oh no, we're hungry. Gotta find some food. What's going on in that room? Oh, I'm real hungry. Am I okay? What is that? Oh no. Am I just gonna die? Aw, they're gonna lure me. Do I have to? Man. It's a trap. No. No. Welcome back, everyone. I'm scared. It wasn't a trap. I am distrustful. Oh! That's nice. Hmm. Won't let me see what's in here. I don't like this. I'm just gonna have the scared face on the whole time. Oh, is this electric too? Boogaloo? Something? I don't know. Man, I have bad depth perception. I cannot see it. It's hard to tell if I'm gonna fall. So that sucks. Eh. God. Are they gonna bait me with this lantern again? I don't trust this fucking thing. Go up. Well, now what? Oh. I thought I was just like on this and that I couldn't do anything. Oh, now I have to... Oh no! I let go. Oh, nice. Oh, a tiny ladder. Oh god, oh god. How do I get up there? I climb up this? What's this? Grab it. Oh no, 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 no. Go up. Go up. Okay, how do I do this? No, I keep pressing the wrong button. Jump! Okay, okay. Okay. Oh my god, this game. Okay. It'd be so cool if my game saved right now. It'd be so cool if my game saved right now. Why won't it come out all the way? I'm gonna fuck up all your files. Better come get me. Hello? No, 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 no. I want this out. What? What does it want me to do? Oh, I can pull this one out. Go. Why is this child so stupid? Why isn't my mouth moving? Oh, now it's moving. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Go on top of the fucking filing cabinet. There we go. Christ. No! No! I fucking fell. Oh my god. Jump. Oh my god, this game is driving me crazy. No, 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 no. There we go. Oh god, it's not gonna turn back on, is it? Oh god, come on. Aim save? Yippee! Hey there, little fella. Do I have to go down? What do you want? I think I have to go all the way down. Hmm. Okay. Oh no, oh no. Oops. Oopsie daisies. No! Why am I back here? My game saved. Oh no. Fuck this. Shit, I did it wrong already. Shit. What the fuck? These controls suck so bad. No. Oh my god. Why can't I jump onto that one? Bro, why did you let go? Get up there. Bruh. 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 What? The struggler. Why the fuck can't I grab that? You know what? I'm gonna... Hold on. Does this game have controller support? Support? No. No, no, no. Not what I want. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna mute real quick. I'll be right back. Don't panic. Okay, I'm here. I have my controller. Let me play music while I connect it to my computer. Ugh. Yes, connect to that. Come on, buddy. Couldn't connect. Try connecting again. There we go. You know what? Actually, I have to pee. I'll be right back. Hello, chat. Sorry about that. I had to go pee. Okay. Let's see. Does this work with controller? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's crouch. No. Did I grab it? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out. How do I sprint? Of course I get it first try with my controller. What's sprint? I missed. Okay, I have to learn what sprint is. No. Settings. Controls. Sprint is X? That's fucked up. Okay. Wait, there's... Oh, I thought that was difficulty settings. It's graphics settings. Okay. No. Why the fuck is sprint X? I did it. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we'll go over here and we'll light that little thing. It's already lit. We'll jump and grab and grab and grab and grab, and grab, and die. Man. What? Why am I here? Oh, is it because I died so many times it feels bad for me? That's funny. Thanks, though. Wait, where am I? Oh god. Oh, not the slime. I fucking died again. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. This is so funny. Okay. Alright. Well. Shit, I keep running directly into that one. Fuck. Ew. Ew. Yucky. Ew. Buff Werewolf Dragon Fireman. Thank you for the follow. It's a pretty epic username. Hope you're doing well. Oh. Hi, Pomni. Hi, Demo. Welcome on in, friend. I hope you're doing well. I'm scared. Oh, good. The game's saved. Yeah, hi, friend. I hope you're doing good. And I'm glad you're doing, good, fireman. Glad you're doing good. I'm doing okay. Oh god, oh god. I'm just very scared. What? Oh. I hate this fucking thing. Afternoon class got canceled. Yippee! That's very good. I hope you... Oh, it doesn't like that thing. I know what I have to do. Yeah, I hope you get some good time to relax. I love how it's confusing, that thing. What? Oh no! Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Glad no one overreacted. Made homemade baked spooky soft cookies today with sugar cookies, peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip cookies. That sounds delicious. Ooh, that sounds very good. Oh, you saw it right before you left. Oh, that's so good. I've gone to class before, and then like as soon as I get to class, I get the prof sends an email like 1 minute after that class is canceled. That's the fucking worst. If you're a prof and you do that, fuck you for real. I can't believe I made that jump. Oh no, where am I? I'm gonna get squished. Gone. I don't know why my mouth isn't really moving today. Fucking gone. Oh, I have to do that again? Son of a bitch. Mika be dreamy. Hello, hello. Dreaming, sorry. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well and having a good day today. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. You do not see it. Idiot. Okay. Let's fucking run. Fuck! Oh my god. Just in case, I should check my email. The prophecy. Oh yeah. God, I hate when that happens. Fuck. Oh my god. Relaxing in bed right now and getting ready for sleep. So I decided to watch a stream and chose this one. Aw. Well, thank you so much for watching my stream. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good sleep tonight. I'm doing okay. This game is very stressful. But I'm having a good time. Yeah, welcome, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Listen, next time I play this, I'm gonna set up a death counter. Oh god, oh god. Because I have died like at least 20 times by now. God. Oh, sorry, I had a hiccup. I haven't played it myself yet, but it's on my PlayStation already. I played this. I didn't finish it on my Switch, but I played part of it on my Switch a long time ago. Jump up, jump, go. But yeah, I never finished it. So I figured it's the perfect month to play a little spooky game on stream. And I'm having a good time. God, what is that noise? Oh, hello. Gerblins. Ooh, I got an achievement. The prison. Oh, I couldn't see what it said. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna play this with a controller. It's way easier for me. Spooky month equals spooky games. Hell yeah. Glad to hear you're having a good time. Yeah, it's a fun little game. Oh god. As hard as it is, for me at least. But yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. How long have I been streaming? Just under an hour. Do I want to go in here? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming for today. Cause like, before stream, I kinda wanted to stream. Kinda didn't. So I think we'll just do a short stream today. You know what? We just beat the chapter. I might end stream like soon. What is this? Oh, gerblins. I don't like this. What's this wall? Oh. Oh, what is this? I can't reach. Okay. None of my business. No worries, Dano. No worries. I hope you're doing well, friend. I'm Wowdy. It's good to see you. And yeah, you take care. I hope you have a good time, whatever you're doing. Probably, maybe Thanksgiving? I don't know. Yeah, you take care, friend. Thanks for stopping in. There's something behind here? No. Your voice is really soothing to listen to, very relaxing, and has a nice note. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very nice, and not weird at all. Don't worry about it. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Seeing a movie with your girlfriend? Oh, hell yeah. What movie? What movie are you gonna go see? Why is this toilet so tiny? Add in 1 minute, guys, by the way. I'm in the sink. Where does it want me to go? Transformers 1. Oh, nice. Ooh, splat. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, hello? Pants jump scare. Now what? Can I jump that? Oh, I don't really know. Whee! Oh, dead. Oh no! Oops. Sorry. Heard it's good. Nice. Gonna try to watch. Oh my gosh, sorry. Gonna try to watch that with 3 when we find a way to. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna check out this briefcase. I feel like. Oh, is it bouncy? Can I open it? No, but I can move it. Oh. Oh. Look at my brain working. Hell yeah. Have a good ad break, everyone. Good luck. Up. Yippee! Oh, that looks comfortable. What is that fucking noise? Don't like that. Oops. Wait, do I go on the bed? Wait, will I get an achievement for jumping on this bed too? It's not very bouncy. My game saved. Whee! Still planning on watching it too. Finally in the cinemas here in Germany. But I want to watch the English screening. That's fair. I haven't seen a movie in theaters in a very long time. I'm trying to think of what it was. You know what it was? It was the newest Spider-Verse movie. Oh shit. I saw that in theaters. And I think that is the last movie I saw in theaters. It was great. That's a good one. Yeah, I've seen the first and the second one in theaters. And they're both great. Probably will watch the next one in theaters too. Oh, there's a fucking key on the table. I just saw that. This make me motion sick. Okay, so how do I get that key? I think... Let me try something else. Splat. Let me drag this around. Don't remember how to grab it. Can I, like... go up here? I just fucking splatted against it. No, no. No, climb up. Oops. I'm really bad at this game. Pants jump scare. Okay, now what does it want me to do though? Can I climb down safely? Okay. I didn't want to just splat my way down again. Okay. I may ask for help. Oh, hold on. Hold on. If I can't figure it out after climbing this, then I'll ask for help. But I think I can figure it out now. No! Okay, well, at least we landed on the bed. No! I keep pressing the jump button. I don't know why. Oh, shit. I hope you didn't hear that. We got a key. Let me just clip through this wall. I'm so scared right now. How do I throw it? Can I jump? How do I get it up there? Can I get the key? Okay, well thank you, conveniently timed game explanation. Hold A to throw it. That was the shittiest throw I've ever seen. Forgot that this is a horror game. There we go. Yeah. Oops. Hey, let's go. She just like me for real, for real. Okay, listen, me too. Oh god, not the monkey. Oh, he's gonna be loud as fuck, isn't he? Bring him with me. Yeet. I gotta hit that button. Can I drag this box? I can't really see shit with that light like that. I know I can throw things. Do I have to throw a monkey? What? I didn't know I could throw it like that. Oh god, he is really loud. Get out of here. Now she can fucking throw. Creakiest floor in the world. Oh, do I have to hide? Oh god. Where does it? Oh, up? Go up. No? Go up. What does it want me to do? Do I have to climb this? Parkour. Oh, Mika, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Do I have to press that button? No worries, Dano. You take care. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good time with your girlfriend at the Transformers movie. Yeah. Do I have to press this button? I don't... Yeah, enjoy. Literally no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Do I have to go back in here? I don't... Do I need the monkey? Monkey. There's a button there. Oh yeah. All the way down. Wait. Oh, why am I crouching? Ding. All right, monkey. I trust you won't betray me. Oh no. Oh, she's hungry. Eat the monkey. What if I throw the monkey in here? Sacrifice him. Whee! Oh no! He lived. No, I'm so hungry. Also, something I didn't consider while playing with the controller. My controller will vibrate, and that is scary. How do I crouch? Okay. Oh no. No, she's so hungry. Get her some taquitos. Gotta bring the monkey. I don't like the scary music. Oh god. Well, chat. It's been real. Set the monkey down in there. Yummy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hate this fucking guy. He's so creepy. I don't like his arms. Alright, chat. Has the game saved? They're like really weird pool noodles? Yeah. That's accurate. Yoinked. Absolutely yoinked. Okay. I need to save, and then I think that I'm gonna end stream. I need to find a little lantern. Hello, children. I'm sorry about your predicament. Oh, I gotta pull that. Probably. Do I have to climb the children? Come on, buddy. You're coming with me. Yoink. Oh, run! Fuck. Oh no. Wrong way. Grab it. Can I swing? I might be able to swing myself through. No! Wrong way. God damn it. Whee! Okay, game save? Game save? Game save? Excuse me. What do I do now? Oh, find the door probably. Oh yeah. Can I light this? Game saved. Okay. Alright, gamers. I think I'm gonna end stream here. Yeah. I just wanted to have a short little stream today. But we will definitely be coming back to this game because it's very fun. I'm gonna turn off my controller. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a great time. Let me switch scenes real quick. But yeah, I will do some relaxing. Thank you. And it's nice to see a few new faces here today. I really appreciate y'all giving me a follow and checking me out. It means a lot to me. So thanks for sticking around while I played a spooky little game. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll definitely be coming back to this. Excuse me. And the VOD will be up on my YouTube probably late. I can't. Ignore my caps lock. Explosion. Yeah, the VOD will be up on my YouTube probably later today. If that's something you're interested in. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say. Sorry, my throat just made the weirdest noise. Yeah, let's look for someone to raid. Yeah, I had a really good time today, so thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Excuse me. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. And I hope you had fun. Let's... I think this person just started. Oh my gosh, my throat. I need to make a hot drink or something. Oh god. Ad moment. Okay. Yeah, this person just started, so we are gonna give them a raid. Sorry, hold on. Just closing some shit while I wait for these ads. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go raid my friend Love. They are playing some Pokemon Scarlet and or Violet. I don't know which one. Or I guess it's Violet because they have the purple one. I don't know. I haven't played it. Is that the right? Okay, cool. Alright, gamers, here's all the raid info you need. Copy and paste whichever raid message works for you. And we are gonna go say hi to Love. They're playing some Pokemon. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had so much fun. I did, even though I suck at this game. Next time I might have a death counter put up because I think that would be really funny. But yeah, for now, catch the VOD on my YouTube later. Join my Discord, come say hi. And yeah, I will see you on Wednesday night for the Stardew Valley collab with Rosie and Goosty. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, Mika. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good time zone. everyone. Y'all take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.